be here all night.
All right, let's get rocking and a rolling. So, what's going on, Jordan?
Not much.
Not much, just hanging
No.
out.
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little different this time.
Yeah, it's a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, you like
So,
this?
Yeah.
I think this might be the new standard.
Yeah, it should be.
I think I'm
Yeah.
gonna get some long ass cables so I don't have to pull my tower out here. I can just run it off in the bedroom. We're in the living room for audio listeners.
That is a very long. What is that, going up into the attic?
No.
Do you have an attic?
No.
Not that you know. Have you ever tried smashing through ceiling, see what's up there?
I did at one point. I got up on a ladder and then I got on my back and I started kicking.
Right.
Nothing happened though.
That's a strong ceiling.
So, you went and saw a movie last night
I did,
without me because I'm old.
because you didn't want to go.
That is true.
Um,
In my defense, I wouldn't have gone to go see a movie I actually wanted to go see.
you would have.
I wouldn't.
Oh, see, I that's interesting you said that, because I was like, I know it's kind of a horror movie, but then I was like, I bet you if I was like, do you want to see like Buzz Lightyear, you would probably be like, okay.
I almost said last night, if you had asked me to go see Top Gun or Buzz Lightyear, I wouldn't have said yes. I
Oh.
really was
Wow.
not in the mood last night.
What, were you cranky?
Yeah,
No,
it's just been a long week.
no, fun.
Yeah, it's been one
Yeah,
of
no.
those.
So, what movie did I go see?
You went and saw
The
the
Black
Black Phone.
That's right. I think you might have liked it.
The-
It was different.
It looked interesting, but
Yeah.
it just looked like a movie that
No, I mean
Yeah.
it wasn't like your typical horror movie.
right.
So it's been out like for what, 2 weeks?
It's been a while,
So I can just talk about it.
I guess.
Yeah, so I mean it's a little kid gets abducted. What
Mhm.
I liked is, like, when I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, I want to see this because I like Ethan Hawke. When he's in horror movies, it's usually a good horror movie.
He was
like,
in Moon Knight.
Yeah, he's in a lot of stuff. But
Good actor.
yeah, he's an actor. No, so the trailer, I don't know if you saw the trailer for
Where
it.
it's just a phone ringing in a basement.
No, and then
Because I saw that.
well, that happens a lot in the movie, and the phone's not even connected.
It's not.
No.
I saw that in the
It's,
trailer I watched.
Right. So anyway, in the trailer, shows him coming up to that creepy ass guy who's like, oh, silly me, you know, he drops his eggs.
Yeah,
And,
as you do.
Yeah, right. And I was like, he's like, you want to see a magic trick? Kid's like, yeah, okay. I was like,
Red
like,
flag
when
number one.
Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, oh, one of those, like, kidding me? It's gonna be a typical horror movie thing where you're like, are you kidding me? Like, why
Yeah.
would you go in there? You know, I thought it was gonna be like that, but it wasn't. In the movie, it was not at all like the trailer, and it's just like, I was like, okay, I see how he got abducted. Like, it happens like, whew. I was like, shit. Like, the guy just basically, like, the second he gets close enough, like, he doesn't even really, he just drops his stuff to get the kid's attention.
Right.
But, like, the second the kid's there, he's just like fucking shoves him in the, like, it's really intense.
Right.
And I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, yeah, so that was nice.
Till you get snatched.
Yeah, and then he's in the dude's basement. I don't know much about the serial killer, but that video that I watched explaining it, like, there was an interview with Ethan Hawke and stuff like that, and they were like, yeah, we're not going to give him any backstory or anything. So you don't really know why this dude's, like, abducting children. I think he might have been, like, abused when he was a kid.
Sometimes you just
Yeah.
serial kill, you know?
Yes, he's got two houses.
Yep.
He's got his hostage house, and then he's
Right.
got his
His burial
yeah,
house,
his
yeah.
burial house. Yeah, okay. So you saw that.
Yeah, I watched the video.
You watched that video. Yeah.
I was
okay.
on the toilet taking a dump.
Yeah. It's a good yeah. Yeah, no, it was good. And the ending of it I thought was nice, cuz usually horror movies end with, like, everyone dying.
Right.
Like the same guy who did Sinister, and in that one they just all, like, they die. The demon thing wins.
A very
Yeah. So
Very
this one was
good
actually
ending.
like yeah.
there's hope. That's what the video said. It was more about hope and it was a coming of age story
Mhm.
and not so bleak, even though 5 children did get murdered.
Yeah, by somebody named the Grabber. That's the serial killer name they gave him, the Grabber.
That's not a very intimidating name.
No. The
Like,
end of the movie, where he's walking through school and everyone's like, "That's the kid that killed the grabber."
You
I
give
think-
me like
What about like the Snatcher?
the Zodiac? Like that's
Zodiac.
sinister.
Son of Sam.
Yeah,
Hell, I'll even Night Stalker.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Stop giving serial killers cool names. Yeah, the grabber.
Just start giving
no.
them like Craig.
Craig. The Craigslist killer.
No, just Craig.
Well, that's already taken. Craigslist killer.
Don.
Don. Yeah, but then
David.
or you could
Just regular ass
or
names.
you could just call them by their. Well, actually, no. It's because they haven't caught them yet. That's why they have to.
Yeah,
have
just
the
make up a name.
Right.
But instead of it being the Zodiac, where it's badass,
Yeah.
just fucking like Tom.
Yeah. I mean,
Tommy Piss Hands.
yeah. Richard Ramirez. I'm pretty sure he thought it was pretty badass. They were calling him the Night Stalker.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure he thought that was cool. And I mean, it kind of is. Not
yeah.
that what he did was awful.
You're not condoning the serial killing.
No. But I mean, if
The name
somebody was
is
like,
pretty badass.
like if I was at a party and some guy was like, "Oh, dude, that's Night Stalker over on the couch," I'd be like, "Whoa!" Like I would immediately think I was gonna see some cool dude.
Yeah.
They're calling him Night Stalker. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But then if they were like, "His sex with severed heads" and shit like that, I'd be like, "Ugh."
Slightly
you know?
less cool.
Right. So they shouldn't have cool names. Anyway.
That's what we're getting
So
from this.
yeah, that was the movie I watched, The Black Phone, about a serial killer. It's got Ethan Hawke. It's got a happy ending, and if you like horror movies or psychological thrillers, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then I think if you're not super into horror, there's only like 3 or 4 jump scares in this movie.
Do you think this is a good jumping off point for someone who may be interested in starting to get into horror?
Yes, this is the perfect. Well, other than maybe like It.
Yeah, I haven't
Chapter
seen it.
1.
I've heard good things.
Yeah, I'd say this is if you aren't ready to go full on The Conjuring yet,
Right.
then this would be a decent horror movie for you to go see.
You're gonna give it. What's your rating? 1 to 10.
My rating, I give it what it has. It has a 7.5 on IMDb, which is like unheard of for a horror movie,
Right.
and I'd say that's pretty fair.
So it's not like the
Um,
greatest movie ever made, but it's pretty good.
No, some of the I don't know, some of the acting in it I thought was like some of the scenes I thought were kind of like shot oddly. Like
Interesting.
there's this really intense scene in it where this alcoholic father is beating his daughter with a whip
As you do,
because she keeps telling the police she has these dreams
right?
about
She's
the place.
like psychic or whatever.
Yeah, and he's like hitting her and he's like, "Yeah, your mom did all that stuff too." It's like, "You're not going to be like her." Yeah, he's shit-faced.
Right.
And then she takes his bottle and she's like, "I'll drop it." And she did. Oh, that set him up. There was like that much more booze left in that
Wow,
bottle.
was it an expensive looking bottle?
My guess is no. It was like it was a movie brand of vodka. I'm
Hey,
pretty sure.
That was like $10.
Yeah.
And he drank half of it, so that's like $5 a vodka.
Well, it was one of the big ones.
Oh, that's probably $20.
I think it
then.
was one of the big ones, yeah. Yeah, so, yeah, probably like $20. Shouldn't have those in glass, the big ones. It's going to be plastic.
Yeah,
Nothing but the best.
you know what's going on there.
But yeah, and then, I mean, well, actually, I was thinking like maybe he's pissed because he's drunk and he can't go buy more. You know what I mean? That was supposed to last the night.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm thinking like this movie also takes place in 1978.
The best year.
They probably wouldn't have cared if he drove there hammered and bought more booze and went home.
Yeah, they didn't really
So,
give a
Yeah.
fuck about that.
But
until the
anyway, what I
mid-90s.
was getting at with that scene, so it's awful, right?
Mm-hmm. Traumatic
Girl
experience.
just getting hit, her dad's degrading her, calling her, schizophrenic shit, like, "You dumb bitch." He doesn't
Mhm.
say that, but, you
Stuff
get the
like that.
gist of it. Yeah. Very intense, but the whole time I was watching it, I was like, this feels very phoned in.
Oh, like they're not
This-
giving it their
Yeah,
all.
I was like, I should be like, shocked by this scene.
Mm.
And then I was just like, yeah, you could act a little bit better in this. Like, I don't want to watch this and be like, can you hit this little girl like so it looks super realistic and I feel like awful inside for watching it,
Right.
But then it's like I wanted to feel like disgust by
Right.
that scene, and I
You
didn't.
wanted to feel uncomfortable. And,
Right? Yeah, and it just felt like it was like maybe like I felt like the older the guy playing the dad, I feel like maybe he was taking it a little easy on her because he didn't want to get like so scary that this little girl was afraid to work with him.
Right.
But I would have been like, my main goal is to make this girl cry, like for real.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're like James Cameron
Yeah.
in The Abyss when he took all the oxygen out of their tank and didn't tell anybody.
James Cameron is like amazing.
Yeah, he makes some good movies.
I mean, just the fact that he seems so nice, but then you hear about The Abyss and you're like, this guy's a fucking
Made Ed
psychopath.
Harris cry on the side of the road and almost quit acting.
That's awesome. But that's what it takes. And that's why James Cameron is successful making movies.
I don't think it takes that. I think you just tell Ed Harris to act and he can probably do it. He's a pretty good actor.
I don't know. They should do a nice version of James Cameron movie, and then they should do one where they just like they get rid of HR and they just let him go full on James Cameron and see which one's a better movie.
I heard a theory that the reason he keeps making movies like Avatar and Alita where the like main characters have weird big eyes is because nobody's looked him in the eyes since 1997. So he's forgotten what people's eyes look like.
Yeah, they don't have to be the size of dinner plate.
Avatar 2.
Is there anything else on James Cameron that's like shady?
Probably.
But other than him, that's just him getting in the job though. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with taking the air. Like, has he ever been in trouble?
I think that taking the air would be fine if he had told the safety people about it. So that they could be on the lookout. Like, you don't have to tell the actors, but, you know, tell the people who are there to save the lives. Yeah.
I mean, some directors will, like, change the, like, stunt routines, like, last minute. I watched this interview with this. She was a stunt woman. She lost her arm. They were filming, I think it was, like, one of the Furious movies, or it might have even been the new Terminator movie. But anyway, like, it wasn't a movie that was good enough for her to, and not so that she should lose her arm at all, but I mean, the fact that she lost her arm working on like a really shitty movie just made me even more like mad. But because they just like last minute, the director's like, yeah, let's get a different shot. Tell her, okay, you're just going to drive this motorcycle like 60 miles per hour or whatever. Like,
I mean, Uma Thurman almost died on Kill Bill because Quentin Tarantino had, like, they took a bunch of the safety shit out of the car to get a better shot. Like, they took all the headrests and
you have
like,
to at least let people
stuff.
know what's going on.
And she was driving like 60 miles an hour down this winding dirt road.
They couldn't get a stunt woman.
And it was from behind, so you couldn't tell. And you can see the footage of her doing it, and she smashes into a tree. It's rough.
With no airbags.
Yeah. She almost, like, legitimately, Uma Thurman almost died.
Well, isn't she, like, legitimately, like, kind of out there?
I mean, maybe.
Because, I mean, she was probably like, no, I insist.
I don't think so.
She wasn't like,
I think the reports were that she did not want to do it, and Quentin Tarantino made her do it.
So does, like, Hollywood people, they have HR, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Because
there's the Conan one.
Guild.
Well, no, like human resource, like the people that you go to when you're getting abused at work.
They have like the unions and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Where it's like you can't have a baby on set for more than 3 minutes or whatever, and that's why you have to hire triplets. Shit like that.
Oh right. Yeah, I guess, but I mean, I don't.
HR.
I mean, I'm
sure
I
they
guess.
do, but
if I'm at work and I'm just like, hey, like, I try to kill someone or something. I don't know. Like, I feel like you can't like take oxygen out of people's tanks and not tell anyone, and then like not get in trouble at all.
Well, I mean,
is it because most of his money was in it, like his own money?
I have a feeling that it's James Cameron, and nobody had the balls to talk to James Cameron about that.
So that's just it. They were just like, it's James Cameron. Like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
He made Terminator. He made Terminator and Titanic.
Well, he hadn't made Titanic yet. He's going to make Titanic.
He's going to 1997. When did The Abyss come out?
Before Terminator 2, it was the late 80s, I think. 89.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
That was like his second big movie.
That was like the first like CGI.
Yeah, because they used that as the test for Terminator 2, which I don't think The Abyss gets enough credit.
It's because a lot of people don't like that movie.
I don't know why.
Hmm.
I think it's one of my favorites. I would probably put it above the first Terminator. I would put it below Aliens and Terminator 2, though.
I'd have to watch it again. I don't even really remember like a whole lot about it other than they're on like a drilling rig or something.
Yeah, underwater oil mining.
And then
rig.
they go to this colorful alien land at the end.
Well, I think that maybe most people don't like it because in the theaters it wasn't finished.
Oh.
Like there just wasn't an end to the movie. Like he's going down to stop the bomb, and then suddenly they're all just on top of the water, and they're like, "Oh, I guess the movie's done now." But in the I have the disc, and every other version that I've ever seen is where they went back in and they added like half an hour, and it's like he goes and meets the aliens, and the aliens are like showing him footage of the nuclear war or whatever, and he's like, "Well, yeah, but we're pretty cool, so maybe don't kill us." Then you got the giant wave.
Was
that they
James
just
Cameron
freeze.
pissed that they showed his unfinished work?
Probably.
They didn't even want to he was doing this Titanic thing, and they didn't even want to tell him like how things actually might, because he's so obsessed with getting every single detail of how that ship sunk correct in the movie that they think if new information came out and they're like, well, actually it looks like it went down this way, he would just go back and redo the whole movie. He would cut out the ending and
he's done that. He did that for Titanic.
Did he?
So the night sky for Titanic was a bunch of stars, and then they just flipped it so it's mirrored. And I think Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about how Ted, the fucking movie about the bear, and Seth MacFarlane.
There's no Seth MacFarlane in it.
Yeah, he voices the bear.
Oh, Seth MacFarlane. I thought you meant Seth Rogen.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
How at the beginning of that movie, I guess there's a nighttime sky, and they got it right. That sky is from that point on the Earth what it would have looked like on that date. And then Titanic just is wrong. And I think James Cameron went back and changed it so that it was right.
Can you imagine if he just found out the ship sunk completely different? He just got all the original he's got Leonardo DiCaprio back, but they're all fucking 40 something, and it just cuts to that.
I mean,
they'd have to, or it would cut to one of those deep fake things.
Yeah,
what they did for was it Tarkin? Is it Tarkin or
Tarkin?
Tarkin. Yeah.
They did it for Leia too.
Yeah, I like that.
And then they did it for Luke Skywalker in The Mandalorian / Boba Fett.
Well, also in the last Star Wars one, the one with Grandpa Emperor.
Palpy.
Yeah, whatever the last one was out, there's a scene where it cuts to where it's young Leia and young Luke. And I think they did that as well.
I don't fucking remember anything of that
There's
movie.
a scene where it's they're out in the jungle. I don't know.
Sure.
There's a lot going on in that movie.
And most of it's bad.
It's not very good.
It's not a great.
It's not the worst.
No, I would agree with that.
It's not Princess Leia flying through the air.
Not through the air.
What even was
through
that?
Space.
The thing that made me mad about that movie is I was good, let's kill off some of these whole I'm tired of the whole you can't kill these people off. When Chewbacca blows up,
Mm-hmm.
I knew he wasn't actually gonna die because I mean they're not gonna do that. It's a Disney movie. But when it happened, I was like, yes, fucking just blow Chewbacca up. That's awesome. I want people to get pissed, realize how stupid they are.
Yeah. I mean,
My sister watched that. She was like, oh my God, I can't believe they killed Chewbacca. And I was like, I knew the entire time that he was going to be on a different transport or some shit. They're not going to kill Chewbacca. I wish they did, though. Because then I would have actually gotten that oh my God,
There was I watched a Harrison Ford interview where the interviewer was like, How are you excited to see Solo, a Star Wars story, and watch the origin of this character?
No.
And Harrison Ford just sort of goes, no. And George Lucas is standing there. And George Lucas just looks defeated.
He wanted he wanted his character to die, like in the very first movie.
In the first one. I tell that to people all the time and they don't believe me. That is absolutely true.
Yeah.
And that's why they froze him in carbonite in the second one, because he was almost certainly not coming back for the third one, because he did not give a fuck about Star Wars. And I respect it.
Yeah.
I respect him not giving a fucking shit. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's like you know how people have like sometimes they'll be like, oh, like there's a sex tape going around of Pamela Anderson or something like that. Like celebrities have their like gossip shit, like their personal lives get thrown into the public. Yeah, his version of that was like the Christmas special. The Star Wars Christmas special. That's Harrison Ford's equivalent to sex tape.
If I sent you the Mr. Sonet movies video where they talk about the holiday special, and they say that at the end when Carrie Fisher's drunk off her ass and singing, it just cuts to Harrison Ford and it's very clear that he's like contemplating his life. And he's like, if I don't make another movie yet, like this could be what I'm remembered for.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing. I don't even know where to find it.
It's on Disney Plus.
The whole thing?
You want to watch it?
No, well, sometime, not tonight.
Yeah. We should watch it. We should do a commentary.
We should watch it on during Christmas.
Yeah.
That should be another one of those movies, yeah. The Star Wars Christmas special.
Only if we watch the Ewok Adventures after.
What, is that a cartoon?
No.
Wait a minute. Were you telling me about that or somebody else?
I don't know. Sometimes I talk about the Ewok Adventures. It's another one of those shitty straight to VHS Star Wars movies.
I think somebody I work with was telling me about that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a thing.
It's just like they're not, he said they're not like fighting like the Empire or anything. They're just like,
I think they're just going on little adventures.
Yeah, do they talk?
No, they're Ewoks.
Well, Ewoks talk, but how do they talk again? Are they like
they go, no, that's
Teeny.
It's a different thing.
What are who's the ones that go Utini?
Utini. That's the Jawas, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. The sand people?
No, the Jawas.
It's kind of weird that they call them sand people.
It's a little racist.
Yeah. Well, so is also like what is it? The shop owner in the Watto, yeah. There's a video I watched one time where it was all like the little subtle like racist stuff in Star Wars.
There's a lot of it.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, you said bitch. What the fuck is Obi-Wan? You said that was bad. Is that getting any better?
No, it's over, and it's not great.
You know what's out today?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
The Boys.
Yeah, did you watch it?
No.
Neither have
That's how, not into that I was. I didn't watch anything. I just went to bed. I went to bed at like 9 o'clock.
No, that's lame.
Yeah. I woke up pretty early today, though. I'm going to watch it. I started watching season 1 of Westworld again. Because season 4 is coming out right now. And I got like 3 episodes into season 2 and then gave up. Which apparently is where a lot of people stop, because season 2 is like the worst season. Apparently it's pretty good still. It's just like, it's hard to keep things straight, but now that you can just go back and watch it all in like a day, apparently it's much easier to get through. And season 3 is apparently very good as well. So
some of those shows are like, they won't even give you like a recap.
Yeah.
Or then I'll watch the recap and I'll be like, I don't remember any of that happening. Like, I'm going to watch the new episode of The Boys, but I don't remember anything from the other episode.
I can tell
you the
last
one.
A lot of things that happened.
I think I need to watch it again.
It was a very good episode.
Yeah, I don't know if I fell asleep or what, but I don't remember the ending.
Do I remember? Oh, spoiler alert for The Boys. Season 3, episode whatever. She, does that. They go to the orgy, and Annie goes on fucking Instagram Live or whatever and talks about how everybody fucking sucks.
Okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah. No, I vaguely remember that.
And then Huey punched A-Train, and then A-Train grabbed that guy and dragged him behind him, and
right.
That guy disintegrated, and then A-Train had a heart attack.
And then the Nazi died too, right?
That
That was in a different episode.
yeah, that was
I
in
think.
a couple episodes before.
When she like jump out a window.
No, she just died.
Oh.
And then Homelander found out about it, and then he pushed that girl off the roof.
Okay, so that's what happened.
It's a good show.
It is a good show.
Homelander is terrifying.
Yeah.
Because it's just somebody with basically unlimited power
I think he's gonna lose his power eventually.
losing his fucking mind. It's unsettling.
Yeah, it's a good show.
It's a very good show. I'm very
show.
excited to see where it goes. It's a great show.
Probably a good show. Probably
It's,
good.
it's pretty alright.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no Ewok Adventure.
No, that looks good.
I did have
Ewok.
another thing that we could do. A new segment of the show. Don't know what I'll call it, but we'll think of a name later. So, I've been listening to a podcast recently called Red Lips Orange Car. And it's sort of like they go and they find like weird Craigslist
How do you spell Ewok?
EWOK. They go and they find weird like misconnections on Craigslist. And they're all super creepy. And then they find like weird Tinder stuff and relationship things on Reddit. So I wanted to talk about something that I found.
Dude, I don't. The Seawalkie Venture thing is I'm not liking the.
You're not super stoked.
I'm not
about
liking the cover photos or the. Why are their eyes bigger? Ugh. They don't even look like the Ewoks from the movie. They look demonic. Oh, that's gonna be good. I don't know if I can. Ugh.
that. Oh, you can
Oh.
watch it. You can sit through it.
Ugh. Oh, dude. That literally gives me goosebumps.
Yeah,
That's in the movie?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
You
can't see
can
that.
point that at the camera.
Yeah,
We can put it on Instagram.
that's unsettling. Anyway, what were you saying?
So I went to r/relationship advice on Reddit, and I found some interesting ones. Most of the ones that I was looking at were like 15 paragraphs long. So I just grabbed a couple short ones. We'll see how this goes. If we like it, we'll do it again, maybe some other time. Here we go. Is this boundary fair?
Am I supposed to be answering these?
Well, we're gonna discuss what's going on here, and whether or not we agree with the person. And then our judgment will be final, and this person has to succumb to whatever we say. I think is how it works on the internet. Myself and my boyfriend have spoken previously about if there are any boundaries we have, then they'll be respected. I've been thinking about what boundaries I have, and one that I've thought about is that my BF smokes weed regularly. Sounds like a pretty cool dude.
Her BF, not her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend.
Okay, her boyfriend.
BF.
Boyfriend, best friend.
No, BFF.
Best friend forever.
Which doesn't bother me in the slightest because people do what they need to do to cope with how shit life is. But I wouldn't feel comfortable with helping him put money towards weed if he needed it. She censors weed, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know what that tells you about this person.
Wait, it censors. How do you know it's weed then?
Because they talk about smoking it, and it's W***D. So it's definitely weed.
Could be crack.
It's no,
Let's just say it's crack for the
Okay,
sake of
all right.
argument.
my boyfriend smokes crack regularly. Which doesn't bother me in the slightest.
Yes, continue.
I need to find where I was. Because people do what they need to do to cope with how shit life is. But I wouldn't feel comfortable with helping him put money towards crack if he needed it. Now, does that make me an asshole?
No, not at all. He's got a serious problem with crack.
Like, I want to help him as much as I can because I love him, but the thought of doing that makes me uncomfortable. Part of me thinks I should just brush past the fact it makes me uncomfortable because I'm helping him. Then again, it would just be because I'm a natural people pleaser. Edit. I know in other countries crack is used medicinally, but that's not the case here. He mainly uses it for recreation.
What is that scraping noise?
That's the cat food
Oh,
dispenser.
sounds like it's coming from outside.
Ugh. All right.
Okay, so if it's weed, if it's crack, it's something else.
Right.
It's like you need to leave him.
Right.
Okay, so here's my opinion. If it's weed,
Mm-hmm.
no, she shouldn't have to go buy him weed. If he can't afford weed, then he's
Right.
smoking it too much,
Right.
and he doesn't have a decent job, which means he needs to lay off the sauce,
extracurriculars.
right, lay off the weed or the crack. Go get a job, you know.
Sell your bongs.
I mean, if you can't afford weed, and then you just expect your girlfriend to get it for you, that's kind of lame, you know. Does he even ask her? Does he even need her to buy the weed?
They don't talk about that.
So
she just says that it would make her
information
uncomfortable
if he
did.
right.
Which
oh,
I
so
think
he never,
that's
so he hasn't.
Yeah, I think that's a cross that bridge when you get to it.
Yeah.
But don't.
Yeah, I don't know.
Especially if it's crack.
Right. Sure.
Here's another one. This one's pretty short. Caught my BF commenting on porn posts.
What was the comment? I need to know what the comment
we'll
was.
We'll get into it. I found his Reddit account and saw he commented on a couple of them. Quote, "Let us see how you ride," end quote, or something like that. And another one being like, "Why did you delete all her posts?" Broken heart emoji. I was curious as to if other guys do this and just other people's opinions. Needless to say, he's in deep shit for it.
It takes a special kind of guy to write a comment on porn.
Yep.
That's like, okay, so if I watch porn,
Mm-hmm.
those aren't people. They're
Right.
just objects for my pleasure.
Right. It's like watching Toy Story.
Once you, yeah, exactly, like Toy Story. Once you start getting into the whole, like, trying to contact these people
Right.
on the screen
Mm-hmm.
who are there to do some special thing
Right.
for your entertainment, once you start trying to contact them or something, that crosses a line, becomes a little bit weird. Like, basically, you got to be real freaking. Did I already say that? You got to be real weird to, like, leave a comment on a porn site. Like, it's not YouTube. Like, if I'm just that's fucking, like, if I watch a video on YouTube,
Right.
and I'm like, wow, that was really good. I love that song, or I love that one part, or whatever. Like, if I get on
I loved when
Pornhub.
the condom broke.
yeah, like that's just weird to be like, man, I loved watching you, like, bend over on that counter, and, like, you know, like, that's so, yeah, no, that's I
That's
don't
weird.
think that's something most guys do.
I don't think so either.
I don't. Yeah, I
But-
think it's a special kind of guy who's zero shits given.
Do you think he deserves to get yelled at for it?
I mean, yelled at for it?
Yeah, she says that he's in deep shit for it.
Like I said, I'd need to know what the comment was.
The
What was it
comments
now?
were, "Let us see how you ride," and "Why did you delete all her posts?" Broken heart.
No, yeah, he should get yelled at for that one.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
It doesn't say
But
if
also,
they've
why was
discussed
she-
it afterwards.
Why
like,
was
before.
she, like, going through his laptop?
I don't know. Just sounds like both of them might have some issues. Then they might need to work that out.
Yeah.
Maybe you're a little bit of a control freak as well.
How'd she know that was, like, his username? How do you
Mhm.
even make... Well, that's the other thing. Like, don't you have
You
to...
can just make anonymous accounts on Reddit.
Do you...
I have like four accounts.
No, on like, porn. Do you make
This
an
is
account
all
to
on Reddit.
comment? Yeah, but... yeah,
Yeah, so
but his comments were on a porn site, right?
no, it was on Reddit.
What
You
the-
can just find
no.
porn on Reddit.
Oh, okay.
It's great. It's
Well,
an
I didn't know
amazing
that.
site.
I've never used Reddit.
You can it's fun. You can find like video for me it's like videos of rockets and stuff. Or like Batman cosplay and shit like that. And then you
Batman
just get
cosplay.
like hardcore
Right.
pornography.
So, yeah, he should get yelled at.
Yeah, also stop going through your boyfriend's shit.
Yeah.
You clearly have trust issues.
Well, that's the thing is you need more information. Like, I mean, did she just go to use the laptop and that just popped right up? Because that can happen.
Yeah, it can. I don't think it did.
You ever just
Because
open...
she says I found his Reddit account.
Oh, okay.
So it looks
right,
like
because I'm
she
forgetting. I'm thinking like it's Pornhub or something. I keep
Right.
forgetting it's Reddit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So it looks like she tracked down
Yeah.
his account.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
little. Yeah.
This one's
I mean, he clearly likes porn more than her anyway. So
this
they might
one's
as well
pretty
just break
long.
up. That's way too long.
But I want to read it because it's very interesting. The title dragged me in. My BS fetish might be the death of our relationship.
Someone's gonna get shit on our
You ready
golden
for
shower.
this?
Yep. Yep.
It's not as crazy as you'd think.
Okay.
My 22F relationship with my partner, 24M, fairly young couple here,
24 and 22.
might be doomed because of his fetish. He has a thing for girls with bigger breasts. Of course, all guys like breasts. Not true. But my partner literally only gets turned on by breasts. Also probably not true. And is practically obsessed, and it makes me so insecure. I don't have big breasts, which makes me feel so insecure. He bought me weight gain shakes in hopes of me gaining weight and it magically going to my breasts. He told me he wants me to go on birth control in hopes that my breasts will grow. And he even said he researched techniques on how to make breasts grow. There are no links to this research, but I would be very curious as to what it was.
These relationships make me really uncomfortable. Why would you go online asking this?
Obviously, this makes me very insecure, and I tell him about it, and he apologizes and says he loves me the way I am, but his past comments hurt me so much that I think about it every day. If I see a woman with big breasts, it depresses me because I can't stop thinking that that's how my boyfriend would prefer I looked. He does check out other girls when he's with me. I posted about that before here on Reddit, and everyone in the comments got mad at me and said he's a guy. Of course he's going to look. It hurts so bad. He's even told me that he's had dreams where my breasts inflate or grow larger. Not only this, but his TikTok For You page is literally just girls with big breasts and promiscuous posts.
Wait, his what?
His TikTok For You page. So his TikTok is just filled with big titty girls.
This guy sounds like a freak.
I brought this up and he just says he doesn't do that.
He doesn't do that.
And I'm the type of girl he likes, even though I know it's not true. Besides this fetish, he treats me well and I love him so much, but I can't stop thinking about everything he said in the past.
Is that
And
even
he
really
has-
technically a fetish?
I don't think so.
No.
And he has completely destroyed my self-esteem and has made me so hateful towards women with better bodies than I have, even though I know it's not their fault, and I hate myself for these thoughts. What do I do? Can this be fixed? Is my relationship doomed?
Get some breast implants.
Yeah, you could do that, or you could just leave this guy, because he sounds
Yeah.
like a piece of shit.
He sounds a little bit, I don't know. I think, she could also just be crazy. I mean, anyone writing on here is probably insane.
I kind of want to
think
write
there's-
one and see what happens.
Something, would it be true?
Sure. I don't care.
My husband's addicted to boobs.
But it's like,
I don't know.
she says, what does she say? Blah, 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 blah. Besides this fetish, he treats me well. But, like, he's looking at other girls in public and trying to get
Well,
her to
like,
gain
how-
weight, and
Yeah,
that's
no.
not treating you well.
No,
that's a
that's
crazy person who's trying to control your life.
Yeah.
You should leave this person and find somebody who likes you the way you
And
are.
also, you should probably, I'd say she needs to become a more confident person.
Yeah, you should
She
probably go to
needs to
therapy
love
and talk
her.
this out.
She needs to love herself and the way that she looks and be okay with that, and then you can move on. See, like, I don't have body issues, so if
Right.
somebody comes to me and they're like,
And you look like shit.
and I look like a stick, a twig. Somebody comes to me and they're like, you know, you should be ripped or, you know, stronger looking. I'd be like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll start working out. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm too skinny. You know, like I don't get that mindset.
Right.
Huh.
I agree. I don't give a fuck. If I'm gonna work out, it's because I want to work out. It's not because
It's because I want to
other people
improve
look at
my
me.
body. It's
Right.
not because I yeah. She's got to do something for her. Yeah. She's gotta. Yeah. Gotta
I want
get a
to
guy
read
who,
some of these comments. Ew, he sounds like one of those insecure, gross perverts. Lose him already.
Well, like when
I
she's
agree.
saying, yeah, I got perverty, gross vibes from him. Weinstein-esque.
Dude, why would you want a relationship with someone like this? I agree.
That's gonna be like half the comments on there. Just
Yeah,
people
most
like,
of them are
what?
just like-
just leave.
He sounds like an asshole. Your relationship is doomed. This is so weird. He is pushing you to modify your body.
He's basically Dennis.
Yeah, I mean, he's just,
He's Dennis from Sunny in
This is
Philadelphia.
fucked up. Just get
Yeah.
out of there.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
And that's the end of the segment, I guess.
I
Well,
like that.
Yeah,
Just
maybe
find
we'll do
some
some
more.
more.
Yeah, find some more.
I think that's been a podcast.
Yeah.
If you want to check out the video version of this, where we're chilling in the living room, Jordan's touching the moon.
This is a better spot.
This is more comfortable, and I'll probably have to do this again next week. Yeah, if you touch the bit on the bottom, it changes color.
I figured it out.
And if you hold it, it'll decrease in brightness, and then if you hold it again, it'll increase in brightness. I couldn't find the remote. But if you want to see the video version of this, just look it up on YouTube, JGTI Podcast, Jason Storm Talk to the Internet. Follow us on Instagram, JGTI Podcast. Hopefully we'll be able to do this a lot more often.
A lot.
Yeah, I'm going to get the cables. I'm going to order those on Thursday. So next week I'll bring the computer out again, but after that, just slick as snot. Get another mic so that we can have guests on. Jordan's done. All right, bye everybody.